Oh, how time flies. 30 years ago, I was here on the banks of the Blackstone, just in 7th grade, here in Pawtucket, and wanting to always be involved in everything that was offered in the community. And they had a program that was being offered called the Blackstone. And what really interested me was that the Providence Journal had a lot of coverage. And I remember reading the papers saying, inviting people in the community to come out and help zap the Blackstone. And surprising to no one, I got involved. One of the memories that sticks out in my mind of how I participated is that even though I was a young girl, I became part of a chain here on the banks of the Blackstone. There was so much debris and trash and tires and shopping carts that I became part of a chain that we passed debris up, and we just kept passing and passing up. And at the top of the street here on the corner of Exchange and Roosevelt was large heavy machinery that other folks were loading it in and taking it away. And I remember the energy was high. There was a lot of things happening, not only here but up and down the Blackstone. We were put right to work and we worked. And as the day progressed, we were given refreshments and we were given lunch, and I believe it was supposed to end mid-afternoon. But we all seen that there still needed work to be done, and I remember my dad coming down to pick me up to bring me home, and me telling him I wasn't ready to come home yet, and him coming back to get me several hours later.
The actual day was like the invasion of Normandy. There were so many contractors and consultants and volunteers that were coming out of every part of Rhode Island and coming to the river. Traffic was a mess. There were bulldozers and trailer trucks and National Guard all competing for the same space. It was a terrific day. There was so much going on. And with everybody volunteering their time, everything seemed to go fast. Everybody was rushing along to get as much done as possible. And so you could have a vision of these backhoes and front-end loaders racing around the site like some speeded up movie, trying to accomplish in one day which would might normally take 6 months.
Well, I can remember is you would have a coordinator sending people to different sections. You would have whatever number of people in the group cleaning the section, and you'd be, a lot of this was overgrown. If you look at the riverbank, it's still kind of overgrown, but to go in there and clean out tires and things, you'd get pretty dirty. Some of the amount of debris was incredible. I know that one of the Boy Scouts did a project down by the Kelly House a little bit north of here, and I believe they filled about 2 dumpsters full of debris, and it's just amazing all the stuff that was in there. It's when you look at it now, I don't think people realize what was here before, but it was a lot of fun because there's some camaraderie. Everybody's doing the same activity, and sharing on what they're doing, and we would usually have refreshments donated, and people had a good time, and you feel like you're accomplishing something. And as you can see by the path, I guess we have.
A lot of it was done by children. A lot of kids showed up. Thinking of it now, I'm kind of surprised that so many children did show up on the banks, and the pictures here show that there were, kids from 8, 9, 10, 12 on up to adults that showed up to work on the river.